What's up, guys? Another night, another dollar. Get it? Anyway, it's another night of reading emails from people because we have more from last night, and I'm hoping maybe every night we can get more people to email the email on my Instagram bio for advice. I'll be wearing a different Civil Regime shirt every video, so hopefully use my code on Civil Regime so I can buy bread. Vibrator at birthday party. Hey Horsemeet, I have this fine ex from high school that I haven't interacted with for years due to us ending on bad terms. Her family owns a children's party venue, and this is already gonna go. Children's party venue, that's not... And she often helps out and works there during the summer. Despite having no contact, we randomly saw each other at a Safeway a couple weeks ago and started catching up about how everything was going in life. Our relationship was never emotionally stable, but I could tell we had grown even more physically attracted to each other since things ended. We started flirting a bit, and she said she didn't have much time to hang out this particular week, but invited me to hang out with her while she was hosting a children's birthday party later at the venue. And this is gonna start getting into, I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I feel like we're gonna get into some legal, pulled up within 20 minutes of us hanging out and laughing at kids making funny faces for a painter, I guess a face painter and such, at the birthday party. She pulled me into a private maintenance room and gave me the remote to a vibrator that she had already put in her vagina. She whispered in my ear to tease and torture her while she went around and talked to the parents of the kids and checked in on everything. I did what she told me to and went crazy, changing up the patterns and levels of pulse, all while she went about her business managing the space with a naughty little grin. I think I want to date her, but I also know that she'd emotionally destroy me. I don't know if I care at this point because this level of public freakiness is too enticing. I feel like if you got serious with this girl, right? Let's say you got serious and this went long term and this was your girl. I feel like if you just got past the emotional shit, this would just be crazy freaky. He seems like a freak, you know what I'm saying? And if you just held it down, you know, you would probably have the most insane bedroom life if it was just you and her, and things would just escalate. Maybe it starts with the vibrator, you know what I'm saying? Well, actually, scratch everything I just said. Sick, you're sick and twisted. This was a kid's birthday party. I take back everything I just said. That shit is sick, twisted, and disgusting, and you guys are sick for that. Why there? You could have done it anywhere else, bro. That shit, there's kids there, bro. That's fucking horrible. Friend got taken advantage of by an MMA fighter girl. Hey, Horsemeet, and this happened a year ago in the Czech Republic. Looking at the email name, I'm not gonna say the name, but yeah, this guy's definitely some type of Czech, Ukrainian, something like that. Me and my friends were celebrating the New Year's. We were at a nice mansion that one of the girls' father had, and there's probably 30 people total, so big party. Around 1 a.m., everyone was drunk or high as hell, especially my friend, a blonde short guy. This tall and big chick who does MMA or kickboxing, I don't know, parentheses, ugly as shit, mind you, liked him and started talking to him. I saw it, but I was like, hey, they just talking, I don't care, I'm gonna watch out for my homie. Turns out when I wasn't paying attention and was throwing up, this big chick took advantage, went out with that friend and dominantly railed him without consent, without anyone noticing. Two problems here. One, that's just rape. I mean, horrible. What do you mean railed him? Like she fucking strapped it on and gave it to him in the ass? Two, I thought you were watching him. You said, here, I'm gonna watch out for my homie. And bro was just not watching out for his homie. I get it, you were throwing up, but like, where were you when he needed you? You gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, this is partially my own fault. You know, and I get it, you're not his like keeper, but you know, if you're a good friend, like, and you see this girl being all up on him, that's an MMA fighter that could beat his ass, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know, a better friend would have been there. Be good to your friends, bro. Homies got homies, always. What happened to that? Where's the Adventure Time? You insert Adventure Time.
Homies help homies, always.
You guys gotta be there for each other, or else when you're in trouble, no one's gonna be there for you. Wild relationship ending, cheating, virtual cucking, group sex, etc. You guys are a bunch of degenerates. Hey Horsemeet, so kind of a wild situation. My ex cheated on me a few months ago. We were with each other a year and a half, never argued, and our personalities meshed seamlessly. Loved her a lot, kind of took her for granted. I overall treated her very well. We were deeply in love. I was depressed when I first met her and had a bad escapism addiction to porn and social media to deal with the stresses of college. She was pretty shocked, so it took me some time to see past those things. She love bombed me at the start and showed good wife qualities, so I decided to go for it. I did treat her like I was above her sometimes and had to convince myself she was attractive for a while, but I absolutely loved spending time with her. She's bi, so we ended up having 2 threesomes, low-key because of her self-worth. I also kissed one of her coworkers at a party at our own apartment without asking my girlfriend, which led to a foursome with the guy she ended up cheating on me with, and you lost me. You lost right there, you lost me. Things let's tackle here. First off, porn addiction. Horrible for you. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I feel like I definitely, like 3 years ago, I was watching porn for sure. I was on that shit. My life has improved so much since stopping. I will just say that so much. I think quitting nicotine too. I think that was giving me anxiety, but I quit porn way back, and I'm telling you, you just feel better. Nicotine was number 2. Down on caffeine was a big one. If you're ever feeling anxious or depressed, I'm telling you, bro, cut down the. Because I was like, dude, I was packing like 2 Zins with a vape, drinking fucking 1,000 milligrams, a gram of caffeine a day. My heart was constantly pounding. My anxiety was at all-time high. I was like constantly tweaking. Drink wine, and it's just, you don't want that. I'm telling you, bro, if you guys want your lives to be better, do everything you can to quit porn. Try and cut down on stimulants because it makes your anxiety worse. So nicotine, caffeine, and yeah, and then just work out. You need to cut down. Anyway, second thing. You when you said threesome and foursome, I was assuming it was just with other girls. Now you say there's a guy involved. See, that's where, I don't know if you watched my threesome video, but that's where like you fucked up, bro. Right there, who brings another guy into the whatever, 3, 4, 5, it doesn't matter, bro. There's no other men in that situation, or you're gay. And you're kind of like a cuck because there's probably gonna be another guy fucking your girl. So, you lost me completely there. Anyway, which led to a foursome with the guy she ended up cheating on me with when they were alone in Cross. Her reasoning was that she likes the attention from him. She's very insecure. That usually happens with insecure girls. Never date an insecure girl. The chances of them cheating on you are so high. Like, I feel like don't date an insecure girl or guy. Don't date anyone insecure. Until you fix the problems within yourself, you are not ready for a relationship. And if you see someone hasn't fixed the problems within themselves and you decide to get in a relationship with them and they fuck you up somehow mentally, emotionally, that's partly your fault, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you don't have everything fixed and they don't have everything fixed, it's gonna end bad. Like shit like this happens. She also told me before we even started dating with tears running down her face that I should go find another girl because she will only end up hurting me. See, and if there's some movie-esque bullshit like that before you start dating, that should be a telltale sign to not date that person. Bro, life is not a coming-of-age movie, okay? This shit, it will just leave you broken, all right? It's not gonna be two, like, goth people, two troubled people together, and it's like this beautiful, like, we're so troubled and shit. Bro, it's not that. It just sucks at the end, you know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, bro, you ignored the signs. That's on you. I hope you learn from these experiences, you know what I'm saying? These are the type of emails where you only make these mistakes like once or twice, okay? Like, you should not be doing this shit multiple times. This is shit that you do like a couple times, like once or twice, and you learn from it, and you don't do that shit again. Apparently, she hates herself and is low-key suicidal, even though she's light to everyone around her. I'd really loved her in that time and imagined a future with her. Went to couples counseling for a few months before I realized I didn't want to marry a cheater, but I had horrific attachment issues and found out through cyber stalking she had been with 3 dudes in 3 weeks after us breaking up, after promising celibacy for a month. See how you both have issues? You have attachment issues, you know, she has self-worth issues and needs that to be filled by random guys giving her attention. Confronted her about it, then ended up jacking off to the details of the encounters. Oh my God, and now we're getting into cuck territory, where this is where you know how cucking is like a mental issue of like some sort of trauma. She went on Tinder and told men that she was hypersexual and wanted to have sex right off the bat, all while we were still friends, and I was under the impression that we were healing individually to get back together. So you started jacking off to the details of the encounter. All right. Now I'm blocked on socials and also extremely disturbed by her behavior and mine too. I still really miss her, and she was so full of light, love, and whimsy. I'm trying to figure out if the version I saw of her in my head was real or not. No, it was not real. She's fucked up and you were fucked up, but look, it happens, right? You just need to, you fell for a girl who was broken because you're also broken, and you just need to take a step back. You don't need any relationship. Fix yourself. Realize your flaws. You say you have attachment issues, maybe insecurity, something like that. Get that under control. Confidence. Be okay. And then find a girl who's not fucked up, because that shit is contagious. All right, I feel like I ranted for a while on the last one, so I'm gonna do one more. Still a virgin at 25. And before I read this, I want to say, now that I've gotten older, I don't think there's any problems with being a virgin or waiting. I felt like in high school, a lot of guys feel pressured to just fuck because, you know, there's a girl, you know, or like other dudes are fucking, you know what I'm saying? So like a lot of dudes in high school, they get girlfriends, right? Solely because they want to have sex. And the reason for that is that a lot of guys feel that pressure because it's like some dudes will lose their virginity and be like, oh, yeah, I fucked, he fucked. Like, you haven't fucked, like, you're a virgin pussy? Like, oh, fuck you. And everyone just hates on you for being a virgin. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it's more of like an echo chamber when you're in like high school. Because like you see the same people every day. Like after high school and college, like there's people that haven't had sex yet, but like no one really cares because it's like, college is a whole different, it's like more like, it's not like high school, you're seeing people every day and stuff. And I think later you respect the people that waited to find the right person. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just doing it just to say they had sex, you know, just to like know what it was. So yeah, that's, as I've gotten older, that's my new take on it. Hey Horsemeet, the title says I'm 25 and I still have not lost my virginity. Growing up, I was pretty ugly and fat and kind of a nerd, so I was invisible to women. I have made quite the change last year and I look pretty decent, but now deep down, I still feel like the same guy. Really, like basic eye contact or showing a girl I like her seems weird to me. Also, I feel like sex or kissing someone would be really awkward because I have no idea what I'm doing. What should I do? See, like, at this point, like, don't even think about sex, which is hard for someone who's never had sex. I feel like a lot of incels, they like think about sex all the time. Like, and I'm not saying that as like you're an incel, but like you see those people that are like all like tweaking about it. Just get sex out of your mind. I would say just be kind. Girls are people. You know what I'm saying? I feel like some guys forget that. Girls are just like guys. You know what I'm saying? They're just like you. They have personalities and interests, and I know you have personalities and interests, and get sex out of your mind completely. Try and find a girl that has similar interests to you. You know what I'm saying? And that you guys vibe and that you could actually like be friends with. And then that friendship could turn into something more, you know what I'm saying? And then just don't even look that far ahead. Just take it one step at a time, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what, you know, people forget. All right, we got one, I'll just do one more. Roommate sucked himself off and now I don't know how to talk to him. Hey Horsemeet, last Tuesday I was supposed to be at work from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. but my boss let me go at 9 p.m. since it wasn't very busy. Anyway, I get home, walk through the back door. The rented house I rent with my roommate has a front door which has been broken so many times I just go through the back door so I don't have to deal with it. So I open and close the sliding door and walk down the hall to my right to go drop off my bag from work into my room. But as I'm walking to my room, at the end of the hall, I see my roommate's door is open. This isn't unusual and we're on good terms, so I walked in to say what's up. But when I walked in and turned the corner, I saw him upside down on his bed with his back pressed against the wall with no pants on. I immediately turned around and walked out of there and sequestered myself in my room for the rest of the night. And the next day just pretended like everything's normal. I don't know what to do and it feels super awkward in the house now. Any advice on how to move past this? Should I say anything to my roommate? a meme, bro. I don't know. I don't even know what you would do. I mean, do you just be like, hey man, what are you doing? Nah, did you even address it? Be like, like bro, like, I don't even know. Like, maybe just pretend like nothing happened, you know, and just pretend like you saw nothing, I think. I don't know. I think the conversation would be too awkward. Because what would he say? He'd be like, oh, like, yeah, I was trying to suck my own dick. Like, what? Also, why do you not lock the door trying to do something like that? Maybe, I get he's, like, used to you being at work. But, God. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Code Horsemeet on Civil Regime and Iron Crue. Horsemeet t-shirts always available. And my email, once again, is in my Instagram bio. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.